7.
Is it Rusty's turn?
Is Rusty, can you read? Because no one can put the camera on him, but
I
that's
know.
fine. We'll just listen to God speak
I can
That's
in the
right.
background.
What paragraph?
7.
Sin is not error, for it goes beyond correction to impossibility. Yet the belief that it is real has made some errors seem forever past the hope of healing and lasting grounds for hell. If this were so, would heaven be opposed by its own opposite, as real as it? Then would God's will be split in two, and all creation be subjected to the laws of two opposing powers, until God becomes impatient, splits the world apart, and relegates attack unto himself. Thus has he lost his mind, proclaiming sin has taken his reality from him, and brought his love at last to vengeance, heals. For such an insane picture and insane defense can be expected, but cannot establish that the picture must be true.
You know, I thought that was what the Bible was talking about when it said would separate the wheat from the shaft, or then there's one about animals, and I thought this was like an
Sheep and goats.
sheep and goats, and
Yeah.
you know, and I mean, I realized after reading a bunch and doing lessons that isn't what he's referring to, but actually when I was reading the Bible, that's what I thought it was.
I think that's
was-
that's the common interpretation. So, and I think really what he was talking about was just separating true perception from false perception, which is what the whole course is about, undoing your false perceptions. I think that's what it was about. But
It always seemed really bizarre to me that God would be all loving, but then at some point he would lose his patience and say, well, to hell with you. You know, I mean, that is an insane picture of God. To hell with you? My God. Yeah.
well, because
Forever.
just think about this, because
Forever.
this is what it's trying to say about why it means he's lost his mind to do this, because it's saying he doesn't have ultimate power over who we are. The fact that we could change ourselves and need to be punished is saying he isn't the God that is the all-powerful, all-creator. That's why he would have to have lost his mind to go after himself, since we're all a part of him, now knowing that God is one, and we're all, now he's going after himself, and he's also denying his power by saying that some crazy little thought in our mind that we've changed ourselves is more powerful than his creation. So that's why Jesus here is trying to get us to see how insane it is to believe God would be vengeful and go after himself. Remember, we're all one. And you understand it's all through the Bible that we're all one with God.
Yeah.
It's not like this message isn't there. So then when they put the other message that God's going to be going after you because you made a mistake, because it's really a sin, that's why the first paragraph, or the first sentence is, sin is not error. I mean, if you believe you really changed yourself, you've committed a crime that deserves punishment, that means sin is real, and it's not just a mistake in the perception that needs to be corrected because you've forgotten who you are. It's a real event. Then this is why that's mad, based on this, right?
I remember telling my dad when I was in catechism, I got really crazy about this going to hell, and I went over and told him, you're going to go to hell and you're going to burn in hell. And he said, this God that you love so much is going to throw me in the fire. I said,
That's what they tell me.
It's
I'm worried about you, Dad.
over
I
for
don't
you,
want you to burn.
Well, he just laughed and laughed, It's like, okay, it's on you. I told you. I warned you. It's pretty nuts, but
You cared about him, didn't want him in that burning fire.
Yeah.